My friends, a new day will dawn in Ontario. A day of prosperity and opportunity.
The Progressive Conservative leader named 20 cabinet ministers, down from 27 under Liberal Kathleen Wynne. The key finance portfolio goes to Vic Fideli, who held the party together when the former leader, Patrick Brown, was forced out.
The first thing Premier Ford did was announce the end of cap-and-trade tax in Ontario, and I think that's just a fabulous start.
Christine Elliott is a veteran MPP and the widow of former federal finance minister Jim Flaherty. She takes over the big budget health ministry.
We respect our healthcare professionals. Doug has said that there's no one's going to be losing a job. We stand by that.
I, Caroline Mulrooney.
And the daughter of a former prime minister, Caroline Mulrooney, will put her legal training to use as Attorney General.
We will return Ontario to its rightful place as the economic engine of this great country.
Doug Ford promised to unshackle Ontario's economy by cutting taxes and regulations that hold businesses back. There are lots of opinions on what Ford should and will do. Tonight, we thought we'd hear a conservative perspective. I asked strategist Chad Rogers if Premier Ford can deliver on his promise for lower taxes and greater prosperity.
Well, it's often been said that Ontario is the engine of Canada's economy, and I think Doug Ford understands that that's his first job, is to get the Ontario economy going again, creating jobs, spurring investment, and the first thing he's directly in control of, cutting costs for small businesses and regular Ontarians. So I think you're going to see an urgent cut to the gas tax, and I think fairly soon we're going to hear about how he's implementing a small business tax cut, a corporate tax cut, and a middle income tax cut between a fall economic statement and a budget in the new year.
So tax cuts is what he promised. It's presumably why a lot of people voted for him. But maybe that's the easy part. Well, what about the connection between those cuts and jump-starting the economy?
Well, when you cut the gas taxes and you cut income tax right away, you throw an awful lot of money back into the economy, both that individual Ontarians can spend and that small and medium-sized businesses aren't paying in tax. And he's committed to keep those promises this year. I think that's why we're going to see him bring back the legislature fairly quickly, and why he's put so many experienced hands in senior economic portfolios.
All right. In terms of the rest of the country now, as people watch this, what impact will Premier Ford have on them?
Well, I think when Doug Ford goes to his first Premier's Conference, the carbon tax is going to be a pretty uncomfortable issue around the table, and he's going to have to figure a path away from cap and trade. He's announced that Ontario is departing from that exchange, and he's going to have to come up with a replacement. But in terms of the Ontario economy, he's going to cut taxes right away, which is going to put some creative pressure, some competitive pressure for other premiers around the table.
Well, as I said, lots of perspectives. Thanks for yours.
Thanks, Ian.